Black Kitten here, adding to my journey as the noob gamer I am. I hope you're all doing well, and today I have some new gameplay for you. So stick around to see some fantastic artwork, amazing stories, and my personal edition of Fantastic Fails. After Tales of Iron, I wanted to try another platformer, Cue Hollow Knight. Yeah, it didn't go great. I am a masochist, but talk about playing the victim. I did give it another go. As I said, I had tried it before in my last video. However, this time I gave it about 5 hours worth of another try, which surprisingly, I still didn't make it very far. Um, I did make it past a few mini bosses. I even got the map and made it past the False Knight, made my way to Green Path, but a lot of the mechanics were really frustrating, and probably the most was the penalty after death. The mechanic that you use to heal yourself would break once you died, and you actually got less heals on your way back to fix it, which I found very frustrating. And I decided that I needed more experience and a lot more skill with similar games for something so punishing. The real reason for the video. I clearly did not play through Hollow Knight. Instead, I actually decided to play Little Nightmares, and it was definitely more my speed. While not necessarily relaxing, it was most definitely less arduous for me. While I'm sure most everyone knows the game, as over 2 million copies have been sold, for anyone that doesn't know, Little Nightmares is described as a dark whimsical tale that will confront you with your childhood fears. You play as a child called Six, and I've gotta say, Six has some outlandish nightmares. The game opens to an eerie image of a lady who I can only assume is malevolent by the way Six wakes up. I took quite a bit of time just experimenting with the controls, but I did eventually get on with the game. So, without further ado, here is my very first playthrough of Little Nightmares. Not only is this my first playthrough ever, I've never watched anyone else play this game. I also didn't want to ruin my very first experience with it, so I didn't do any research beforehand. Once I started working on this video, I kind of realized that I did a lot of silly things, especially in the beginning. Like, I attempted to take a photograph from the briefcase and I froze when I saw the gnomes the first time. Though I do have to say, I am still not entirely sure if the gnomes are good or bad. I was excited to see the lantern, and even more so when I interacted with it and it appeared to save my game. For some reason, I kind of panicked about moving on to the next section while thinking that I had missed something, so I actually ran back to the briefcase to try to move it, I guess. I'm not really sure what I thought was going to happen. When I first saw this doll, I thought it was a lady from the beginning, and I got a little uneasy and actually jump scared myself when I ended up knocking it over. I don't know why, but for some reason, seeing the couch, I just wanted to act like a child and was highly disappointed in that my controller didn't react at all to how I jumped. And so I kind of was just like, all right, that was anticlimactic. And I wasn't sure if the indication of the moving light was that something was actually coming or not. So I immediately hid right afterwards and then decided I would try it again. And it was much more satisfying for some reason to jump on the bed. So I kept doing it and actually ended up getting a trophy for it. I know that it's a horror game, but Six is like a teeny tiny child, and for some reason, I was really thrown off by the like adult horror themes, and it took me a second to adjust. And once I had, I decided that I wanted to know if Six could read, so I kept trying to pick up the envelope because I was like, maybe there's something in there, like information wise. And when I couldn't pick it up, I thought that maybe I had gotten the controls wrong and checked, and then realized that you just can't pick it up. you're you're gonna have to bear with me for a moment here. I was so mad at myself for what happened, and I could not for the life of me figure out what it was that I was doing wrong. Like I wasn't sure if I should use the light, not use the light, walk, run, don't run. So, yeah, this takes me a minute. Okay, look, if any of you played this game and you didn't play around in this room, I am personally very deeply disappointed because it was actually really fun. So honestly, I was kind of disappointed that this route didn't end up working because I really didn't want to take the prescribed route of using the bed because for some reason I was just struggling. Unfortunately, when capturing footage, I didn't have my mic with me. I do plan to make more videos of my playthrough with Little Nightmares. I hope next time can be less post-play commentary and more my real-time reactions. As I am still playing, this introduction will be a bit short, but I promise you won't miss anything. I stay in the room with the gnome here for an obscene amount of time, so I'll stop here. If you made it through the whole video, thank you and I hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button and for more Black Kitten, subscribe. Have fun and stay safe until next time.